introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Armando, and I'm a campus safety officer at the University of La Verne.
Do you have any regrets?
No.
No regrets your entire life?
Well, maybe if I wish I had gotten a college degree, and went forward.
And if you don't mind me asking, why didn't you?
Financial.
So, what was your first job?
My first job, you mean even as a teenager or a young?
First job, first full-time job.
I would say I worked at a junior high school when I was in junior high. I did a summer job, part-time, just to kind of cleaning lockers, cleaning the campus.
And then what was your first full-time job?
Full-time was working as a carpet layer assistant at 17.
Oh, wow. And how did you transition from that job to campus security?
Well, after the carpet job, I got a job in a manufacturing plant back when I was 18. And from that point, I just got promoted, worked in manufacturing for probably 2 years, and got promoted into a supervisory capacity in manufacturing.
And then?
From then, I went on in working at another manufacturing plant. I got to work there. I got promoted and got to work there and as a supervisor as well. I worked there for a couple of years.
And then?
From there, I went on to the Silicon Valley up in Northern California. And I got promoted there to a director of manufacturing.
So did you like that field? Did you choose to stay in that field?
Yes, I chose to it because I was flourishing in that field. And there was a lot of opportunity for growth. And at that point in time, I was probably mid 25, 26 years old. And I worked there for a couple of years, and then I came back to Southern California.
What brought you back?
My father was ill, and I wanted to be close to him in case anything happened. And it was a good choice because something did happen within a year after I came back.
And you're happy to be there to support the family?
Oh yeah, without a doubt, yeah.
And then what were you doing at that point in time?
I was a plant manager in a textile manufacturing plant. And I was there for as a plant manager for 10 years.
Is that similar to manufacturing?
It is, yeah. Except I was in electronic manufacturing in Silicon Valley, and the textile is a whole different manufacturing, but it is manufacturing.
So what did you do specifically?
I ran the manufacturing plant, meaning whatever we were making, I was in charge of all the production numbers and shipping, receiving, quality control, managing the various department heads, making sure that everything was going according to plan.
And did you enjoy that job?
Oh, I loved it. You know, I did it for a long time. Grew in it and became good in it.
And then how did you transition to this job?
Well, from that job as a plant manager, I quit and moved to South Carolina.
Oh, wow.
And became a vice president of manufacturing.
What took you to South Carolina?
Again, the opportunity. I got promoted as a plant manager to a vice president, and I was there for 2 years without my family.
Oh, wow.
But I flew in every month, and it worked out. It was a good experience, great experience working in South Carolina. The culture was very different.
How?
Slow town, southern town. You know, being born and raised in Southern California, it's just a different culture. Not as many diversified people and religions and so on. It's just either white or black. And so that I found that strange being from California. But the people were warm. They were wonderful. So.
Have you been in any other states?
Oh, I've been to many states, but not to live.
You only lived in California and
Southern California and South Carolina.
So, okay, but you said you lived in Silicon Valley. That's in Northern California.
Yes.
How was that experience?
High tech, very high tech. It was the weather is different, It's much more 4 seasonals there than Southern California. You got 2, cold or hot. But other than that, it was it was different. Very, very expensive in Northern California.
What about the people? Do you find the difference in the people?
Much different. Much more liberal up on that end. You have a lot of that here. However, not in the county I was raised in, Orange County.
Okay. So I still didn't get how you transitioned from your production job, from your manufacturing job, to campus security officer.
That's a good question. From South Carolina, I moved back to California and became a plant supervisor in another manufacturing plant for another 10 years.
In and out of plants your whole life, huh?
I've been pretty much manufacturing. And at that point, I was... after 10 years there, I went to in 2004, I was laid off, and because of the recession, and so I ended up, quitting I took a year off, basically off work.
What'd you do?
I didn't do much. I just I lived off I was compensated for 6 months, so I was living off of my old job. They were paying me a severance pay for 6 months, and then 6 months I just lived off my what retirement I had, and to determine what I was going to do. And at that point, I went and bought a pool business, and I flourished in that. Made more than I ever made in my life.
Wow.
In that. And,
installing pools?
No, not installing pools, servicing them.
Oh, okay.
Repairs and so on. I created my own business, and then from there I sold half of it, and that's what took me into the security business. To subsidize my income, I needed benefits, so I got into the security.
So why do you sell the pool business if you were flourishing?
Because I didn't have benefits. I didn't have medical, and with the mandatory, the Obama criteria of making it mandatory for everybody or penalized, so I decided to instead of paying out of my pocket for which I couldn't afford, it would have drained me. So I was better off working for somebody else and getting my benefits from there.
Do you have any fears?
No fears. Per se. In what way?
Any fears? Are you
No.
afraid of anything at all? Anything keeps you up at night? Anything?
No, nothing like that. No.
Nothing.
No.
You're not afraid of anything at all?
The only thing I'm afraid of is, I'm afraid of maybe the outcome of this of this world, this country, and the direction and where it's going. I fear for that.
Do you elaborate?
Just like, I'm a strong Christian, so I believe in that the world is we're coming towards the end, so to speak.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the events based on the King James Bible, it's everything's coming out true as we begin this new era in life. I'm sure every generation has said that for decades and hundreds of years, but it seems to be getting closer based on what my studies have taken me to.
So you believe in God?
Absolutely.
What makes you believe in God?
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Elaborate. What makes you believe in?
I believe there's an Almighty.
Have you been in a situation where you felt like, God helped you?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can you tell us about that situation?
A variety of incidents. One was a vehicle accident that I had probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and during that time I didn't think I was going to make it. But my communication with him during that instantaneously episode, I believe he gave me another chance. That's what I believe, and I'm grateful for that.
Is there anything more you want to say on that?
Well, I mean, there's there's a lot of other things in terms of I have 2 kids, grown up kids now, married with families and things of that nature, and
God bless you.
I'm very grateful, for that. We went 9 years without any kids, and we didn't think we were going to have any. So we were blessed for that through many nights of prayer and things of that nature. So, yeah.
Do you think you're a good person?
I think I'm an honest person, and with that, I think a good person. Yes.
And what makes a good person?
I think respecting other people, being a good person yourself with strong integrity, be honest, be just, be kind, be sympathetic towards others, despite their beliefs versus your beliefs. Respect them. Respect others. Give them their space, their privacy, because I think that's what this country stands for all of us, and all ethnic groups, in my opinion.
And what makes a bad person?
A bad person, I think, is their upbringing. I think it depends on how they're brought up. Not everybody's brought up, unfortunately, fair. You have people that are brought up with broken homes, and if you have that, then you're going to have they're going to have different circumstances than an average kid who has a solid foundation at home, a mother and father.
So you think it's excusable for someone in that situation to become a bad person?
No.
Okay.
I don't think it's excusable. Mm-hmm. I think everybody's held accountable for their own actions. Some people just need more guidance if they want to seek it. The problem is, because of their upbringing and lack of guidance from parental guidance, they make choices that maybe the average person was not put in that predicament to make.
Okay. So you're saying your childhood shapes you?
No, I think you mean your child?
Your childhood shapes you.
Well, it has a big influence. You're raising where you grow up, in the home you grow up in. I think it has a major impact in your life, depending on the values of those parents and what they put into you.
So how did your childhood shape you?
My mother and father she was a stay-home mom. He worked. He worked hard, and he had 7 kids, 7 of us. We were very poor, and our family was strong in that. We were poor. We went without everything. So it was our family, brother and sisters. We had each other. That was our strength. We didn't have the education where I came from, but we had love of each other. That carried us through.
Is there anything you want to tell the world?
Well, I would say, I have been blessed in finding Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, and I'm very grateful for that. He has done an amazing job with me and continues to, and my family, and I'm very, very grateful. Because of those hardships that I had to overcome, I could have never done it without Him, first and foremost, in my life, to be truthful. I could say a lot of things that would make me look good, but I'd be lying if I didn't have Him in my path, every day in my path.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome, Mohammed.